Okay, boom. He's back in the tube. I had problem logging in. I think I do too much videos. They want to stop me from broadcasting live. Yeah, took me about 10 minutes to just to get the thing started. Finally, I'm here. Yeah, in flesh. Heal yourself and know yourself. Big up. Great Truman show last night. Big up Santos and Rob. For sure, great vibe again. Yeah, healing ourselves, knowing yourself. Yeah, because we've been put under major trauma since birth. We are. I'm very traumatized of the world I live in, from my own experience. That's why I'm here on YouTube and doing the trauma. It's very that I'm healing myself. Who's gonna come and heal you only. And it starts by getting off the mental slavery of Babylon and the the. Hold on, I gotta drink something. The preconceived idea of reality that we have since we are born, but born. We came here to have an experience, not to be numb to life. We come here to have an experience, to experience life to the fullest. There's a difference between life and living. Are you living life or are you just existing? This is the question I think that, anyway, it came to my mind at one point. I started asking questions about my existence, about my presence here, what I was here for. I knew from a young age, I knew I was here to do great thing, for sure, because I would not be here. Like, I haven't changed. I only heal myself. I heal myself from the trauma. This is what I'm doing. Some people might call it an awakening, or yeah, we can put many different words on it. But it's also healing yourself from the trauma. That's what an awakening is healing yourself from the trauma. Being enlightened. What is it? Being enlightened. It's shining your light. You have light on the inside, so make it shine. That's all the world needs. I saw someone, Millie, I think it's Millie Angeli. I saw her channel just this morning, and very, very pleased to see the content on her channel and all the stuff that, a lot of people are expressing themselves more and more. The world is waking up. The world is waking up, and it's not because only we are waking up to the fact that we are much more than they have told us. They also, we're not, we're not only sitting there and waiting for life to happen anymore. We want to make it happen. We want to be part of it. That's what I want. Anyway, I speak for myself, but I'm sure other people can relate to my experience. It's an experience I'm having here. No? It's nothing else but an experience, and I want to experience it to the fullest. Great. YouTube is very, very good for healing yourself. Because you're gonna have the best conversation you're gonna ever have is with yourself on YouTube. Probably. That's what I think. That's my experience. And that's a very good way to heal yourself, is having reflection and taking time alone. Take time quiet, and we're all under trauma. We're all under trauma. Whether maybe you don't want to admit it to yourself, you're in some kind of cognitive dissonance, but we're all under trauma, severe trauma. Severe trauma because we're living a lie. We're not even living life like the way it's intended. Life is not intended for us to suffer. So we're not even getting in touch with the real vibrations that we should. So, where sometimes we pass, life can pass right in front of us, and we will not even be aware of what happened. This is why sharing your experience with life, sharing your all this is how other people are going to wake up too. This is how I woke up, by seeing other people's experience and relating to it. We relate to each other a lot. We are connected on many, many, many levels, much farther than what we can ever begin to dream of, not even imagine, dream of. Because the connection is something that we have, from the source. So the moment you start healing yourself and knowing the power that you stand in, the power that you have to create your own life, and that's the biggest power we should exploit. And it's the power of healing ourselves with the power of love, with the power of love, for sure. Power of love is very potent, very powerful, but only few of us uses it. The moment we gonna start using the power of love all together, to really create, first of all, a shift in our awareness, collective awareness. I can create all kinds of shift in my life. For sure, it's gonna affect a lot of people, especially that I'm on YouTube speaking my mind. But it's all up to us. It's all on us. We are the world. We are the world. So what are we doing? Hello? Time to wake up. I think it's time to wake up. I think we are in a time that people are less and less confused and more accepting the truth as reality, more and more. And it's the regular folks now. It's not only the marginal people or artists or people like that come out and speak out. It's regular folks like me that come on YouTube and want to tear down the wall of oppression and the wall of too much borders, too much walls, too much stuff that prevents us from getting in touch with ourselves. Because you can get in touch with whatever you want outside of yourself all your life. That's what all the people do. All the people look outside of themselves for a savior, for an external luck or something to come and save them from the misery life that they live. A lot of people, it's like that. They don't want to do the effort to get out the misery life that they live. But once you start doing, misery life, it's not only with we're all a bit under stress for money in Babylon. That's a normal thing, unless you have a silver spoon or you're rich or whatever. You're gonna have to, for sure, work hard for your money. But I think poverty could be a great motivator also for you to heal yourself and know yourself. Poverty to not end up, because it's gonna take a lot of your focus. When you're poor, by poor, I'm talking about money here. I don't think money is a gauge that we should use to say someone is poor or rich. I think I'm rich in love, rich in life. But if we want to take the money situation thing, when you have less money, and let's not say poor, when you have less money, it comes and take your focus out of what you're doing, for sure. And this is what they want. This is the whole game. The whole game is to control your life the more possible, with a lot of stuff around us to drive us insane, drive us nuts, drive us nuts, drive us to the point that we don't even care about ourselves. We don't even care about the earth. We don't care about nothing, and we're destroying everything, and we're even on self-destroy. This is a big, big one. Most people are on self-destroy mode. And this has to stop. It can be reversed. Your body can heal itself. Your body can heal, even if you're destroying yourself with food, you can heal yourself very, very fast. The moment you stop putting scrap in your body and you start detox with proper food, you're going to regain the body that you had first when you came here. It's possible to heal yourself, but if you don't give yourself the chance and you think it's something unattainable, or it's going to be too much effort to let go of my bad eating habits, or probably never going to make it. You have to have the will to succeed, to want to make it. When you have the will to do something, you will go through it. Nothing can stop you. Nothing. But if you don't put the effort, if you don't, motivate yourself to get something done, no one will come and motivate you or get it done for you. So the motivation is very important in your everyday life. Everyday life motivation is key. Me, listen, I know I came into this realm of motivation for a reason, because I know that's the key for people to wake up. That's the key, because the moment truth will lead you to information to motivation, and motivation to action. So it's all linked together. The moment you start being motivated, and motivated for life, and motivated to make a change, and to make a change for the with the right purpose on mind, nothing can stop you. Only you. Only you can stop you. But the moment you heal yourself from all the bad voices inside too. And these begins to fade away very fast. The moment you start healing yourself, start knowing who you are, or remembering who you are, because deep down inside of you, you know who you are. You're just rejecting the call, rejecting the call that you've been given to wake up, or to be here and experience life. You've been given a call at least to experience life. You might not wake up, but at least you've been given life. So life, you should realize that life comes with an experience. Okay, you might not wake up and see the whole picture, the big picture of the world, but at least live your life. Live your life today. Don't live in fear and doubt and regrets and past and anxiety and future, and live in the now. Here and now, that's all there is. And everything is available and accessible here and now. So why, be constantly dragged into the past or the future? Every time I do those talk, I'm always very, very much in the now. Very much in the now. Let's see. I even subject powerful. Yeah, powerful. The awakening. I like that name. The awakening. Yeah, it's powerful. The awakening for sure. Nothing can stop it. Nothing can stop that awakening that's taking place. There's an awakening like never before, and humanity has never seen anything like that. Me, okay, maybe because I'm part of it. Maybe if I would be plugged on football and beer and popcorn and Cracker Jack, I would not see what I see now. It's because I chose to know the truth. I wanted to know. I needed to know. I needed to know. I needed to know the truth. I wanted to know it. That was, first of all, essential part of the healing process is knowing the truth, knowing who you are, knowing where you are, knowing why you are here. You might not discover why you are here, ever, ever, because this is the whole truth. Why we are here? We are here to create and go in alignment with nature. But what I mean is, will you ever discover your all your mighty powers before you leave this realm? Good question. Could be a good reflection. But I think everything is part of the healing process. Love is powerful, for sure. Love is powerful. Love is the power of love. We all have it, but only few of us uses it. This is what is very. That's why we don't also remember who we are. The remembering who we are comes with remembering all the mighty powers that you have, and love is the most mighty force that we have to get in touch with. The moment you put love in everything you do. I come here and I do it with love. You see, yesterday you read my chart on the Truman Show, and he said it. He said, you do everything out of love, or that's what it is. That's what and everything that he read on that chart was very much me. Very much me. Very like, I'm not gonna base my whole future on my chart reading, but I mean, I base my future on, first of all, healing myself from the trauma, and also taking action. I trust words to a certain extent, but I trust action. I trust action. People talk. People talk. That's what they do. People talk, and they usually they don't do too much. So you just watch, hear what they say, and see what they do. This is the thing here. A lot of people talk, talk, talk. I should have done this, should have done that, but they never heal themselves enough to be able to get in touch with themselves and the greatest version of themselves and what they came to do here. We all can get in touch with that, for sure. That's your mighty power. It's your inherent gift. It's what you came here to do. You didn't came here to sit on the couch and drink beer and eat Cracker Jack. That's not life. That's poison. That's going to poison your existence for you to prevent healing, because the healing process has to happen to everybody, because we all been traumatized. We're all under trauma, whether you want to sense it or not, you want to admit it to yourself or not, or you want to stay in cognitive dissonance. So I don't care. Me, I'm healing myself, and I know I'm under trauma. I'm very traumatized of the first of all of the way people are have lost their way. This is very traumatizing, because I see myself healing myself, getting higher consciousness, doing the process of returning home to what I am, what I came to do here, and I see other people living dead, zombified. So this is very traumatizing for me. I admit it. Every day I'm under very much trauma. Not that I prevent me from living my life, but it's the I don't know. It's the vibration around. It's the vibration is very traumatizing. Like, why we don't have more love around, more unity, more consciousness, more people conscious of their life, conscious of conscious of their behavior, behave. They call it behave for a reason. But check your behavior at the door and rise and shine. This is what we need. More people that's gonna come out of the dark, because this is what really it is. It's coming out of the dark. It's coming out of the dark. It's bringing your light and shining your light. We all, I think, heaven and hell beat at the center of our chest, and light and dark the same. We both have we can be good or wrong. Like, I can take the choice right now to do anything wrong. It's my free will. I can do anything I want. I can do a lot of good things. It's all a choice. So it's all, if you want to see the world as hell, is your choice, or if you want to see it as a paradise, it's your choice. It's the way you see it. But we all have this is where also we get very separated and lost, and sometimes we don't connect with each other too much, because we all live on different paradigms. It's like we all live on different worlds, we all live in a bubble. We all live in a bubble. We can't look outside the bubble or pierce that bubble to reach out to each other until you heal yourself. For sure, if you go into the healing process, now I'm talking about the zombified people, but I'm not talking about people like us that are on the path of awakening. Fallen angel, the awakening, I agree, Yannick, will we ever discover the true us before we pass? This is exactly, that's why freaking out about truth and freaking out about this and freaking out about it's gonna give you what? Are you ever gonna find out really who you are and all the power and everything before you pass? Come on. Have you ever seen in thousands and thousands of years anybody reach Christ consciousness? Like, if you want to call it Christ consciousness, enough consciousness to remember the very inherent gift of creator. I think we have a clue. We have not even that. There's no clue, but I think we have a sense of what we are. But will we be able to really get in touch with that before we pass? I don't know. I'm very humble. I'm always very humble. I don't pretend to know everything and to pretend I'm going to know everything before I leave this place, because I think the real answers will come after, will come to you if you do the work. If you do the work necessary also to know what's coming. Death is not something that you should fear. All fear are derived by the fear of death. So if you don't fear death, what there is to fear? You're just going to live your life to the max, and then you're going to get at the end, smile on your face, bang, ready for the next experience. That's what life is. But if you don't live your life to the maximum, if you don't realize your dream, not realize, but if you don't try to live your dream, because not sure you're going to get it, not for sure. If you start uh, chasing your dream that you're going to get it, but at least if you do things every day to give yourself the chance to reach that healing point, and that point where you can remember a little bit of yourself and know yourself. You can know yourself. Will you remember who you are? Good question. But you're gonna know who you are. It's possible to know who you are. For sure, because this is the truth. This is your truth. You can live your truth while you're alive. This is what you have to do. But to remember who you are, I think we come amnesic also in this world. We come from the moment of not conception, but the moment that we come in this world, we kind of lose memory of everything. We're kind of amnesic. Like it's a growing process. There's lots of growing that needs to happen and have to happen in order for us to heal also. Because you're born, yeah, pure consciousness, pure innocence, pure pure everything, pure love. But you must grow into this world, because the world is very, maybe there's a reason for the world also to be like it is. Maybe there's a reason for the world to be like it is. Sometimes we blame ourselves for the world the way it is, or this or that, or that NASA is lying to us, or the government. But we are the government. We are NASA. We are this. We are that. So to blame everything around us and not taking responsibility and ownership for our own life, to start creating change in our own life, is giving them more and more power. So I think, the whole thing, this is my opinion. Don't have to agree with everything I say here. I speak my mind. That's what I do. I don't come here to put white glove, or I just come here to speak my mind. And to me, there's something that tells me that life is much more than just what we experience in our everyday life. And our life is much bigger than our life, for sure. And this is what also the healing process will allow you to. The healing process is big, because the whole body has been targeted with poison and bombarded with poison since we're born. If you don't see it, you're blind. There's mercury in the freaking vaccines. Like, hello. Why is it's all this stuff? There's poisons everywhere. There's metals in cereals. They show you all that the water is contaminated. The water you think you drink Evian water. Read it reverse. It's naive. You're naive to think that you're drinking good water. Do a test. And they put electrodes in there, and you're gonna see that the whole water becomes brown. Like people have done. People are waking up and doing experiment and saying, "Hey, we've been lied to on a lot of stuff. They take us for fools. They take us for fools." But maybe there's a reason. Maybe we are the cause of it. Maybe we are the cause of it. Why they take us for fool and they make fun of us? If we wake up and start seeing life for what it is, they will stop making fun of us. I think there is a reason for everything in life, and there's a reason for that happening, and there's a reason for us letting it happen. And that's what we have to come to a state of realization. Why are we letting this happen collectively? Is it something that we want to keep doing? Is it something we're comfortable with? Having our mind insulted by all kinds of nonsense? Can talk about the ball earth and all kinds of nonsense in Babylon. It's filled with illusion. Everything is fantasy. Everything is fantasy in the world. It's all fantasy, the whole thing. The whole thing is staged. The world is a lie, the whole world. So, not the earth, the world. It's very different. If you talk about the world and the earth where I am, is very different. The world is their world. It's their representation that they have made of this matrix, of this system. But the earth where we live is true, is real. It's not an hologram. So it's time to get out that hologram state that we are all in also, because we kind of live our life like holograms and never anyway, it's clear to me that there's something bigger with life than my own little life. And There's a healing that must happen into each and every one of us for us to be able to remember and return home to our greatness, to our pure potential, pure love, pure divinity, pure consciousness. Possible if we can talk about it. Why is it not possible? If the moment we can imagine something, if I can imagine the world healing itself, it's done. It's done. The world can be healed, but it's gonna be have to be healed by each and every one of us healing ourselves. When you clean out your body, you clean yourself out, you clean out the world. That's how the process happens. You will not be able to change the whole world, change everybody. Everybody has to change themselves, and it's by elevating our consciousness and talking together and networking and exchanging our thoughts, and going on YouTube and make videos and express yourself. I like to see new people on YouTube. There's new people every day. I just found someone else this morning, a nice girl from Australia. She has a channel on YouTube. I think it's Mini Angeli. Check her out, Mini Angeli, I think. And very, very nice video, very inspiring. This is what we need. We don't need to make it complicated. We need it to be simple. We don't need to be fake. We have enough of the fakery. We've been fake. We've been living fake life all our lives. So it's just to be you and to be true to yourself. And also, don't be afraid of coming out. Be you. The world will adjust. That's for sure. And you will attract the people that you need to attract in your life, and they're gonna stay. Some people will come and stay. Some will go, and that's normal. It's your journey. It's your journey. It's your journey, and you have to make sense of it on your own. Nobody has to make sense of it for you. And the healing process, you have to start it yourself. You can do a very big shift in your just by ingesting proper food. Just by ingesting proper food and cutting your portion and stopping the acid food and all the sugar and the stuff that's us very addicted on nonsense. Because I think also the moment you start healing yourself and feeding your body properly and cleaning your body, you're going to be less attracted to that nonsense naturally. You will pull up from the bad vibration of Babylon very easily. It's going to happen on its pretty much on its own. Like the TV will shut off by itself almost. So it's very anyway, I know that the healing process is necessary, so I will not stop. Beautiful family. I got a text here from Melissa Kemper. It is necessary to realize the importance of proper care of the body vehicle, as it is the technology through which our awareness is able to sense the consciousness that flows throughout all of creation. There is no boundary between you and me, the mountains and the oceans, or even from tree to tree. It is all consciousness. Nature is watching you. How clean and close to its original state the body will determine the level of our awareness. Yeah, listen to that. How clean and close to its original state the body will determine the level of our awareness. And thus, our ability to sense all that is available in each and every moment. If one is not taking care of their body tempo, then the ability to sense and feel this amazing experience is very limited. If possible at all. This is what I told you. This is what I keep telling you. If possible at all. Some people will not even experience life, or a very limited experience of life. That's the truth. What, you think I'm lying? Look outside. Look around. Supporting the body with clean and raw foods that are full of life force energy is so very important in this process. That's what I told you. The process of healing yourself from the mental slavery and a lot of stuff starts with food. You cannot fill a vehicle's tank with mud and expect it to function properly when it requires clean fuel. Common sense. As mentioned before, if you have not been feeding the body properly, then there is a transition time to allow for healing of the guts and organs, clearing out the sludge and repairing whatever damage has occurred in order to be able to handle this shift. This is very true. Once you start healing yourself, you will feel pain, discomfort a lot. Boom! Attention all! Love is in the house, Micah. Micah is in the house full of love. Nice. I love that. I love when I see love. Yeah, love. That's what it's all about. Yeah. So, yeah, the sludge. The sludge will come out. There will be a lot of pain, a lot of discomfort at first once you start clearing out, especially if you've been like on pizza and lots of meat and beer and milk product and cheese and stuff. If you've been eating a lot of that, good chance it's stuck around your organs. If you're skinny, often it goes around your organs and stuff. But if you're fat, like me, I'm a little bit more fat than others, so I have a buffer. I have my belly as a buffer. That's why I call it my buffer. But I have to lose the buffer. I'm aware of that. But I'm just saying, sometimes the people that are more with a little bit more fat will be more healthy than skinny people because it goes in the buffer, doesn't goes around the organ. So that's the way I see it. But I know I have to get rid of my buffer. I know that. It's gonna come. It's gonna come. But it's gonna look. I lost 100 pounds so far, so it's very good. It's very promising. And I keep the good eating habit, and I reduce my portion a lot. The more you eat, the less you eat, the more you'll have done. The more you're gonna get done. So it's not to eat big portions and to eat a lot and to eat 3 times a day, absolutely. And you eat when you're hungry. You eat when your body tells you to eat. That's what I do. I don't eat absolutely 3 times a day. I eat when sometimes I will take just 3, 4 almonds and I'm good for 4, 5 hours after. It's just, we don't need much food. Our body will produce the protein and all the stuff inside that we need. Sometimes we think that's another thing, eh? We think we need to go get a lot of nutrients and vitamin and this and that on the outside and on all kinds of food when the body produces its own. If you feed the body properly with proper food, with proper aliment, it will heal itself. It will produce the protein. Protein, you shouldn't even be worried about protein. Everybody freaks about protein. Everybody's like, oh, I need my protein shake, protein this, protein that. It's so nonsense. Let me tell you, because I've done research and I know that it's nonsense because most of the protein you need, your body produces it by itself. So it's like the cannabinoid and all that stuff is all. Yeah, you can supplement by smoking pot or you'll put more cannabinoid in your system, more CBD, more, and marijuana is not only about THC, it's a lot about CBD. There's different molecules, component in there that is very, very good for healing yourself. Also, marijuana is wonderful for healing. CBD is wonderful, but people are not aware of that. Some people don't even know the stuff I'm talking about here this morning. They have no idea, no clue, never heard about. So there's a big shift that needs to happen, but we can handle this shift. We can handle this shift even if you're far down the tube. If you're far gone down the tube, it's possible to reverse your path and go into the healing process and heal yourself. And it's all possible. As you walk through this process, be patient, kind, and loving to yourself, as many of the egoic programs that are embedded that drove you to make the previous choices will arise to be seen. As you walk through this process, be patient, kind, and loving to yourself, as many of the egoic programs that are embedded, egoic programs that are embedded, that drove you to make the previous choices will arise to be seen. Stand strong in your knowing of who you are and allow the fire to burn away anything that is not of your natural essence. You are worth choosing differently now to be alignment with your true essence and feel more amazing than ever before. It feels amazing to get in touch with life. I have problems sometimes, even munchies. LOL. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, munchies. I got rid of those. I don't have those anymore. I don't smoke marijuana anymore and get those feeling of munchies and stuff. And no, I don't really have those anymore. It's more an appreciate because I was able to heal myself and control my emotions and control a lot of stuff inside. So I don't know. I just appreciate it for what I smoke is mostly with the CBD strain stuff with THC also, but I like the sativa. I don't like the weed that's gonna make me down, and I like it maybe at night before I go to bed. But mostly I smoke sativa and sativa oil and the CBD, the strain with CBD, 14% CBD. I don't know if I have it around. Yeah, this one. Hold on. Yeah, this one here. That's the one with the CBD. This one was 12.76. 12.76% CBD and 0% THC. So it's not a psychoactive, but it's very good for healing, very good for inflammation, anxiety, all kinds of stuff. No? Like we are put under very big trauma from this world because everything is there to stress us out. Like it's very big, the pressure of Babylon on our heads. So yeah, so there is much value to giving the body a break from processing solids and liquids so as to hit the reset button and allow it to experience a deeper cleansing. Then perhaps try a day of only liquids, like fruit and veggie smoothies. Be aware of food combining. Yeah, be aware. If liquids are what you mostly ingest, then perhaps a day of just clean water. And if your body is asking for it, then maybe an entire day of dry fasting. Yeah, I've done it. I've done it the whole day without eating. Sometimes my body asks for it. Uh, it's just It's just from stopping to eat a little bit. During the day is very good. Anyway, when you depends what kind of activity you're doing. Also, if you have a relaxed day and you're home and nothing to take much of your energy, you can easily. But the more you talk, the more energy you consume. So. There, Janik, any links? Any links about what? What have I said? Have I said something I don't remember? Probably. But just tell me about what. I'll tell you because you say something about links, but I can't. And if your body is asking for it, then maybe an entire day of fasting. Of course, there's fast. These fasting can go for longer periods of time if your body is guiding you to do so. Always listen to your body. Always listen to your body, whether it's for dieting, it's for exercising, or always listen to your body. Make it your own. Make the diet your own. Don't follow anybody's plan or it's like the DDP yoga. I make it my own. That's what he says. So I started to do yoga, but I go with my capacity, my physical capacity, and that's it. But I'm not satisfied, and I push, and one day maybe I'll get rid of that pain. Maybe. It cannot be expressed enough to always listen to your body and follow whatever guidance it is giving to you. Simply sharing what has been beneficial for me in my process, and you can do it with what feels right for your journey back into your own awesomeness. This is what I tell you all the time. I come and share my journey, my experience. That doesn't mean you. Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. Where to buy it? The weed. Okay, the links. Yeah, this is from Med Relief. This is from Med Relief. It's a company in Canada. You gotta have a prescription. I have a prescription. My name is on it. You can see it here. I don't know if you see it somewhere there. My name is on it anyway, and that's it. And you order it from Med Relief. With you have a prescription. Yeah, me, I have a prescription. I'm allowed 2 grams a day. So they prescribe me to smoke 2 grams a day. But it's mostly with that one that I showed you, the CBD strain from MedRelief. So www.medrelief.com. And you go there. It's a Canadian company. If you're in Canada, you can order it. You can get the prescription. It's legal in Canada. No, we're not legal. It's another thing. Legal. Why legalize? So much fantasy in this world. So much fantasy. Legalization of marijuana. Isn't it another joke? Isn't it another joke? Legalizing marijuana. It's like, what the heck? Just free it. Why do you need to legalize it? Like, that's another fantasy, but everybody gets caught in it. Oh, yeah, the profit. So the government can reap the profit. Why is it just not free like the basil? I can grow a million plant of basil in my backyard. The cops will never come and say anything. But if I grow 1,000 marijuana plants, they will be here the next day probably. So it's very just free it, free the herb. Free the herb. You don't need to legalize it or to control it or to just legalize, just leave it free. Not legalize, but leave it free to the people. They won't give us jack poop in the U Kingdom. Oh, no? No, it's not illegal in UK, medical marijuana. What, is it only in Canada, that thing? Or I don't know. I thought it was legal a bit all over, especially medical. I don't know. Maybe you guys can tell me. I haven't done research on it to know which country is agreeing with this system or not. So as you make a shift, yeah, however, there will be a tipping point when the detoxing and rebuilding are no longer the main part of the process and you begin to access aspects of yourself that you never knew were possible. Feeling the life force, energy, and love of creation flowing through is what I said. Sensing the connection to all that is the most orgasmic and exciting experience. And it is available in every breath. You deserve this. You can do this. You are amazing and so deeply loved. Wake up! So deeply loved. Yeah. Oh, yeah, here, yeah. Yeah. Oh, not even use. Wow. Not legal in UK. Wow. In Canada, I can order that and get that in the mail. I can order 60 grams and get it in the mail tomorrow. Like go check on the site. Anyway, go check on the site. You're going to see what I'm talking about. But it's Med Relief, MED Relief.com. And you're going to see all the strain. They have all kinds of stuff. They have the extract, like I showed you before. You can get it in the form of oil also to ingest. That's the sativa oil. This one is something like 26.75 milligram per milliliter. So I take in the morning, I get up, that's my coffee in the morning. That's energized me and it's so good for I get up and I take this. A good milliliter. And it's very good taste. It's with sunflower oil, very good oil. So they're very conscious people. For sure, they want to heal the plane. So they want to heal the plane with marijuana. So it's a good thing. So this is the oil, and you can have the sativa oil, indica oil, the CBD one, the one I showed you with the FVDKL. And you can have the midnight too. Midnight is a mix of both 10 THC and 10 CBD. It's very good for eating. My wife has some problem with her spleen, and we're looking at CBD to help her. She's gonna get her own prescription to help her heal a problem with the spleen and stuff. So it's good for your organs. You know, we have things to heal out there. We're just not. Yeah. Setivex, they won't even give me that. Wow. UK is poop. Wow. That plon. Yeah. Yeah. No, here in Canada, and even it's going to be legal apparently for recreational purposes very soon. Apparently, I don't know. But to me, like I said, it's just another way. But it's good. At least we're raising the consciousness. Like it has to start somewhere. It starts with legalizing, and we're not gonna get rid of the government from one day to another and start throwing everybody out the door and say there will not be no more government. No, we just have to raise our consciousness and become more conscious people, more conscious of everything that surrounds us in life, especially. So, guys, I'm letting you go, and I'll be back another now. So, you are amazing and so deeply loved. Rise and shine. Yeah. I'll be back later on. Big up. Thanks for being here, and tune in. I'll be back every day here. I'm back every day speaking my mind and delivering my opinion about life and this experience that I'm having. It's an experience. So I'm sharing my experience and liberating my trauma live on YouTube, live in the tube. See ya. He's out.